Wow. Thank you. Iowa City. This is a great place, and this is a great university, and I'm honored to be here. Bernie was in Dubuque a couple of weeks ago, and I wrote down, I just scribbled this down here because I came to tears watching him say this in Dubuque. It was a Q&A at a big town hall, and someone asked him if he thought he was too old to be president of the United States. And I've been saying for months, I'll tell you what's too old. 40 million people not having health care in this country. That's too old. Here's what's too old. Still not dealing with the climate emergency that we have in this country and on this planet. That's too old. That's too old. $7.25 an hour. That's too old. Women not being paid the same as men. That's too old. I was walking the picket line, he said, 60 years ago. Walked the picket line with teachers and nurses and construction workers. I was talking about gay rights before it was fashionable. Bernie said I was fighting for Medicare for all before it was even a concept. And then he said the following: I make no apologies. I am the son of the working class. That's where I come from, and that's who I am. And I apologize to no one that I am from the working class. And I apologize to no one that I am the son of an immigrant. And I apologize to no one that I will have an administration that will fight the greed of Wall Street and corporate America and fight on behalf of the working men and women and the children of this country and this world. That's Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders. And he's right. He has been this way forever. You've seen the picture of him in 1963 being arrested at a civil rights demonstration. 1963. I don't know what he is. He's 19, 20 years old. He's at the University of Chicago. And he's arrested, and you've got to see the picture. If you haven't, just type in Bernie arrest. It's the only candidate's name that you need to type in with those words, especially the word, because he's actually been willing to put himself on the line forever. He'll risk himself. He'll risk himself. In 1963, what did he have to gain by getting arrested in Chicago at a civil rights demonstration? What was in it for him? Nothing. With the police, he's actually fighting the police. They've got cops on both arms trying to take him away. And he obviously skipped the civil disobedience training where you're supposed to go limp. Then they take your hands, they put the cuffs on, and then they take you to the paddy wagon. Bernie's like, let go of me. Even had I know, at 19, he did not sound like he was in his 70s. But I imagine him saying it just like that. He wouldn't be taken away. Even that offended him. And then there's the next picture right after that. They chained him to two black women because it was essentially a demonstration of African Americans in Chicago, and a few white people showed up to be supportive. And that's Bernie. That's Bernie all the way down the line. He's not new to the party. He's not new to any of this. And that line that he said there is that, yeah, I'm too damn old to change. Thank God we could finally elect somebody who, once they're in office, will not become part of the problem, but become and be the solution. Oh my God. There was a story today that there's an ad coming out for one of the candidates here tomorrow, or maybe it's already up tonight. And the ad is about this candidate has decided to say that he believes that you should vote for him because he's the safe candidate. I'm like, whoa, well, I like safe. You know, safe is not one of my trigger words. That's a good word. Safe is good. But what's he really saying? And if that's the bar he set, like, I know most of you don't agree with me politically in the Democratic Party and those who are going to caucus as Democrats, but at least I'm safe. I'm the one who can beat Trump. Even though the very same day, the third poll in a row shows that Bernie beats Trump head-to-head by a larger percentage than any of the other candidates. It's like, and I started to think about this. Play it safe. Every time we've been told that. Those of you who are my age, you know this to be true. Let's tell the young people in here, every time we were told, vote safe, and we voted safe, we lost. 1984, 1988, 2000, 2004, 2016, every time we're said, well, play it safe, we choose the safe nominee, and we lose. Except those time, when we decided to take a risk. And you remember 2 years before Barack Obama was going to run, there was talk about it. How many people in here said, or a friend or a family member said to you, oh, well, I like him. I love that speech at the convention, but I know this country I live in. There's no way they're going to elect a black man. How many times did you all hear that, right? Constantly. But Barack Obama didn't care. And he came to Iowa. And everybody said, well, he's not going to win Iowa. 92% white. You can kiss that one goodbye, Barack. And then look what you did. You ignited something revolutionary. You did one small step to undo our racist, sick, disgusting past for hundreds of years of how African Americans were treated. And you went to caucus and you said, yes, we can. In Iowa. Play it safe. Iowa, what did you do? You were supposed to play it safe. Poor Barack Obama. Can you imagine the number of political advisors that were in his ear constantly telling him what to say, what to do, how to be? And right down to that day I went in 2008 and voted for him, right there on the ballot, I looked down and it said, Barack Hussein Obama. And I looked and I was like, oh, no, we're going to lose. We're at war with a guy named Hussein. He was gone by then, but he was like, no. Oh, can you imagine how many hundreds of Democratic Party advisors told him, no, don't put Hussein on the ballot, please. And if you can we call you Barry? I know. Here's what's not safe. I'm going to tell you, this is what's not safe. What's not safe is voting for somebody who voted to send our troops to the Iraq War. That's not safe. That's not safe. And you do not need me to remind you that everyone who voted for that war has lost when they've run for president. If you voted for that war, that's the wrong thing to do. Do we need to learn that lesson a third time? Here's what's not safe. What's not safe is locking up so many of our fellow black and brown citizens. You think we're safer because we did that for these last 30-some years? No. No. And do you think it's safe voting for the person that wrote that damn mass incarceration bill? I don't think so. So when you see this commercial this week, you just have to ask yourself that question and say to yourself, no, I don't need to be calmed down to tell I'm going to vote for the safe choice. I'm going to vote for the person that I believe, first of all, will defeat Donald J. Trump. Will beat Donald J. Trump. And you've seen the polls where it shows there's actually 4 or 5 Democrats, according to the polls, that beat him. Some by a couple points, some by 3 points, 4 points. Bernie today by 9 points. You've seen that. So that's great, except here's the problem. Hillary beat Trump. Hillary got 3 million more votes than Trump. It is not enough to beat Donald J. Trump. We have to crush Donald J. Trump with the truth and with a candidate who is the opposite of Donald Trump. That's how we're going to win. That's why the polls show we're going to win. I began by quoting Bernie, saying that he was a son of the working class. That's what he's most proud of. I am a son of the working class. My sisters are daughters of the working class. Many of you are from the working class. And I thought, is this it? Is this the moment? Is this the time that this can happen? And can Iowa do it again? Can Iowa stand up and say, we understand. We know a lot of you don't like that we're first, but we were willing to go into battle first. We're actually willing. The way to look at this with Iowa is that you're willing to take on the responsibility, because what you do is not just about Iowa. Just like Bernie, what he has done his whole life is not just about Bernie. He gains nothing from eliminating student debt. He gets nothing out of that. He gets nothing out of stopping this climate emergency. Because the people, if we're too late, if we're at that moment where it's too late, what's no greater moment, no more important moment to elect a person that will be relentless in making sure that this stops. And he may, we may get another 20 or 30 or 40 years. And he knows he's not going to be here in 40 years. So why is he doing it? What's he get out of it? What's in it for him? Well, yes, but we have a president who we've seen, even the kids and the grandkids will be thrown under his bus. So, I mean, that is the true narcissist, when he doesn't even give a shit about his own kids or grandkids. Wow, that takes some heavy-duty, psychological, maddening wackadoodle. No. We need you, Iowa. We need you. I am here speaking to you from the other 49 states. We need you a week from this Monday to bring as many people as you can to these caucuses and make a difference this time like it never, I mean, they say this every 4 years, but you know now that was all bullshit. This is the only moment. You don't get a do-over, Iowa, in 4 years. You have to do this. You have to stand up and say enough. Enough when it comes to how we have treated this planet. Enough to how we have treated women. Enough to how we have treated our LGBTQ friends and family members. Enough. Enough of this. Iowa, can you say enough? Can you say